5 months after the centre scrapped Jammu and Kashmir's special status, the Supreme Court will today pronounce its verdict on the petitions challenging the constitutionality of the lockdown in Kashmir. The verdict will be pronounced by a 3-judge bench comprising of Justices N.V. Ramana, R. Subhash Reddy and B.R. Gawai. The petitions have been filed by Kashmir Times editor Anuradha Basi and Congress leader and Member of Parliament Gulam Nabi Azad. In her plea, Anuradha Basi has challenged the legality of the communication blockade in Kashmir, which include internet shutdown. Azad, meanwhile, in his plea has sought lifting of restrictions on the travel of opposition leaders to Kashmir. While most of the restrictions have been lifted across Kashmir, the internet continues to remain shut, while prepaid mobile services have also stayed suspended. India hosts the visit of 15 foreign envoys to give a first-hand information and glimpse about normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir. They interacted with politicians and locals in the valley. The delegates are now in Jammu and will be meeting civil society members and political leaders today.
A 15-member delegation of envoys is in Srinagar on an invite from the Narendra Modi government. It's the second visit of diplomats organized by the government after Kashmir was revoked of its special right.
The objective of the visit was for the envoys to see firsthand the efforts which have been made by the government to normalize the situation.
In Srinagar, the diplomats were briefed by top army officers, after which they met local residents and politicians to gauge the after effects of move to abrogate Article 370.
Free and frank discussion. What is the situation here? What happened and what did not happen? This all was. It was not a structured thing of something structured. There were certain questions they wanted to be clear on.
The visit of a foreign delegation sparked a political war of words, with the opposition claiming it was a conducted tour for envoys who had been selectively invited.
राहुल गांधी जी को तो रोका गया एयरपोर्ट में. जब संसदीय डेलीगेशन नहीं जाता है, जब हमारे सांसद नहीं जा सकते हैं, हमारे विपक्ष के नेता नहीं जा सकते हैं, ये 15 या 16 राज्यों के राजदूत ले जाने का क्या मतलब है?
बहुत गलत प्रचार कर रहे. जम्मू कश्मीर देश में सभी प्रांतों से अगर तुलना की तो सबसे ज्यादा शांति जिधर भी है वो जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर है. जो वातावरण खराब नहीं कर सकते हैं, वैसा लोग जो भी आइए, देखिए, वास्तविकता सुनिए.
There were some political fallouts too. The PDP expelled 8 party leaders for meeting the foreign delegation.
जो कुछ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने किया और उसके बाद ये जो पार्लेज हो रहे हैं, ये सब जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम के मफाद के ख़िलाफ़ हैं. और सीधी सी बात है कि जम्मू कश्मीर पीपल्स डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी का जो मंशूर है वो भी उन्हीं लाइन्स का है जो कि जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम के मफाद में है.
The envoys are now in Jammu to meet political leaders and civil society members there on Friday.
The civil society of Jammu has also said that they are going to apprise the foreign delegation about the current prevailing scenario here in Jammu and Kashmir, and they are going to raise the issue of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. With video journalist Neeraj Kumar, this is Sunil Bhatt reporting from Jammu for India Today.
The centre has once again reached out to Jawaharlal Nehru University students in the wake of massive protests. Today, the HRD ministry officials will be meeting the students again. Yesterday, a delegation of JNU Students' Union and the JNU Teachers Association met HRD officials. The students, however, were not satisfied after the meeting and decided to march towards Rashtrapati Bhavan but were blocked by the police. The students are adamant that Vice-Chancellor Jagdish Kumar should resign. Yesterday, former HRD minister and senior BJP leader Murli Manohar Joshi also called for the removal of the JNU VC. He said that it was shocking that the VC is adamant on not implementing a government proposal to resolve the fee hike crisis in the university.
So one of the major demands of the students as well as the teachers happens to be the VC's resignation. Where does the MHRD, ministry and government stand on that?
You see, I can only tell you at this stage that our main focus right now is to ensure normalcy. Personalities are not so important as the institutions. JNU is an institution which has developed over decades. That is the topmost priority.
In an exclusive interview with India Today, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that the incidents that unfolded at JNU on Sunday are under investigation. Action will be taken against the accused.
We saw in the protests in Jamia, and then we saw the protests in JNU. Universities all over the country were in arms, including BHU and citadels of the BJP also. In Jamia, the police is like a bull in the china shop, walks in without permission. In JNU, there is violence happening. The police does not do anything. Now, isn't it strange? When goons are inside, beating up people, and people are saying they're ABB people, why was the police silent? What is happening?
All wrong. Because, A, you cannot have two standards. Why you entered in Jamia is the charge against police. And why you didn't enter in JNU is the charge against police. You can't have two exactly opposite charges on the same organization. So, number one. And in Jamia, those who have been arrested also are not students. Let us understand. And when the reality of JNU will also come out.
What is the reality of JNU?
The reality of JNU are three. Number one, this was not on 5th, one-day affair. For 1 week, the people started from 1st January, they started filing for registration for semester. And in first day, 1100 students did it. Therefore, the agitators got nervous and were frustrated because their protest doesn't matter. Students are willing to take academic courses because they have come for study in
who are
university.
the agitators? Will you identify who are the
left-leaning students unions? And what happened? What happened was that they destroyed, because they could not stop students from filing their registration forms, they stopped this server. They demolished this server. And yesterday, India Today has shown it, how it was destroyed.
But why?
So, this is real. And they were also in...
They were wearing masks.
Wearing masks.
They had their
so the
faces
same, you don't know who were wearing masks on 5th. But on 1st, they were the people. And on 2nd. And therefore, this was a continuous agitation which started violence. And it started beating up students. Yes. And they started, they beat one lady professor. They threatened the wardens and took forcefully their resignations. Students are telling a number of stories.
You mean to say that the left started it, the ABVP retaliated?
No, I have not said that. The inquiry is on. Let the truth come, and I am very sure.
You mean to say that it is possible, you are trying to indicate that the JNSU president, when she got beaten up on wounds on her head, it could have been self-perpetrated?
I cannot be partial like some channels are saying. If any violence we condemn,
okay,
and anybody getting injured we sympathize with. The issue is there were 16, 17 ABVP students also, but nobody is talking about them as if...
Who were beaten up, you're saying?
Who were beaten up, who got injury, who were in IMs. So, if there are ABVP students, that is incognizable. And if there is left-leaning student in AIMS, that is most cognizable. You can't have two standards.
I have listened to your chronology of events. Why was the FIR, the JNU VC did not take action for the destruction of the data?
That is what he did on the 3rd. And what now press is saying that those students who got injured have been put charges on them, and FIR has been registered against for what? For destroying the...
Yes, but why was it so late? See, there could have been preventive action on the 3rd itself.
That's a
He could have invited the police.
That is suggestion for action, no. But if you call police without any violence or something.
No.
What is the press
destruction of
reaction?
data center you think is not sufficient enough
So police,
for police to be called
police
in?
was involved, and police came and saw and did whatever they wanted to do and inquire.
Now, the Delhi police haven't made a single arrest so far in the JNU violence case, and now questions are being asked if the cops didn't act despite being informed of the violence that had broken out on campus. Here's a detailed report.
The JNU administration or the Delhi police? Who is to blame for the violence that rocked the university on January 5th? The JNU Students' Union has pinned the blame on the Delhi police, releasing a series of messages which they state is proof of cops' complicity. These screenshots from the JNUSU show how students informed the Delhi police at 3 p.m. about the violence that had broken out in the campus.
The screenshots of the WhatsApp alert, which was sent to the Delhi police officer by the Jawaharlal Nehru University Students' Union President Oishe Ghosh at 3 p.m. on the day of violence, informing them about the presence of masked goons inside the varsity, now raises more questions on the inaction of the Delhi police. Though the Delhi police in its defense had said that they were waiting for a written permission from the administration, the question is, did the Delhi police stand as mute spectators while the masked vandals were allowed to run amok inside the Jawaharlal Nehru University? Couldn't they have done anything in their capacity to stop the violence? That's the question being raised against the Delhi police.
The Delhi police under immense pressure as they are yet to make a single arrest in the violence case. But they've refuted the student union's charge, stating that while they did get an intimation at 3:45 p.m. from students, they entered the JNU campus only after getting a written consent from the administration. So is the administration to blame for the delay in cops entering the campus? Did the Vice-Chancellor take his own time to allow police to enter despite a masked mob running rogue?
Why did the police not come in on time and stop the violence from going out of control?
See, this is one thing that I would like to make it very clear. That when we call the police, people criticize, why did you call the police to the educational institution? When we don't call the police, then people question me saying, why you did not call police at all? You see, we don't call the police at the drop of hat just like that. First, we would like to assess the situation and see if our security guards can manage the situation. And then only when it goes out of control, if there is a real law and order situation, then we approach the police.
With the Delhi police and the JNU administration passing the buck, questions loom on who is to blame for allowing the masked mob to run amok inside the campus. And will they get away with it? With Tanushri Pandey in New Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, after a Free Kashmir poster was held up at a protest in Mysore University on Wednesday, a sedition case has been registered against the organizers. The cops are now looking for the person who held the poster. The students were protesting against the violence in Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi on Sunday. Videos showed one person holding a small poster in black with the words Free Kashmir written in white. Karnataka's BJP government said that some fringe elements were working on the instructions of Pakistan. Karnataka's Home Minister asserted that the students were being misled. On the other hand, the Congress alleged that it was a plot of the RSS to defame the protest by planting a person holding a Free Kashmir poster.
The display of Free Kashmir posters during JNU solidarity protests has raised a storm of its own. The Free Kashmir poster first appeared at a mega protest in Mumbai on Jan 6th. It surfaced again at Delhi's prestigious St. Stephen's College and then at a protest at the University of Mysore. While in Mumbai, a token probe was initiated by police at Mysuru, the reaction to the Free Kashmir poster took a serious turn after the university approached the police.
We have also complained with the police against the above organizations and issued a notices to the Research Scholars Association, University of Mysore, and asking for the explanation.
Mysuru police filed a sedition case against the organizer of the protest, although it was yet to identify the person who was holding the banner. The matter did not end there as politics took over.
This is a sinister design by the fringe elements. They want to raise a bogey which will help Pakistan.
First of all, I think the police has to check if that person is a plant from the RSS. Whether he means that Kashmir should secede from India. If that is so, then he should be punished most severely.
They want freedom. There's no internet. There's no schools. We don't know what is happening. The media is not allowed there. And now suddenly they want to dilute it. No, there is a free Kashmir. So they go back to Pakistan. Who are you to ask us to go back to Pakistan?
The question that the police needs to answer is whether the waving of a poster by one individual merits a sedition case. With Nolan Pinto in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy will be appearing before a special CBI court in connection with a disproportionate assets case against him. This will be Jagan's first appearance in court for the trial after he assumed charge as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. The special court had on January 3rd directed Jagan to appear in person for the trial, rejecting his plea seeking an exemption. The disproportionate assets case against him runs into hundreds of crores of rupees. The money was allegedly funneled by various corporates into Jagan Mohan's firms in return for undue favours during YSR Reddy's government. The CBI has filed 11 charge sheets wherein Jagan has been named as the prime accused in alleged quid pro quo deals. He is currently out on bail. He was in Chenchalgura jail from May 2012 to September 2013. The Supreme Court on Thursday granted relief to a man who was accused in the 2016 Delhi hit-and-run case in which a 32-year-old lost his life. While delivering the verdict, the Supreme Court said that the accused cannot be tried as an adult since he was not 18 years old at the time of the incident. Interestingly, the accused was just 4 days short of turning 18 when he allegedly hit the victim, Siddharth Sharma, with his father's Mercedes. The top court said that since the person behind the wheels was not 18, he will be tried as a juvenile and kept under observation if he is found guilty of the crime. Last year, the Delhi High Court had in its verdict held that the accused would be tried as a juvenile. The top court has now upheld the High Court's verdict. India have an unassailable 1-0 lead in the 3-match T20 International Series against Sri Lanka. The finale will be played in Pune today, where the Lankans will fight for survival and Kohli's men will go for the kill.
A washout in Guwahati and an emphatic victory in Indore. The focus now shifts to Pune for the series finale. Considering it is a World Cup year, India will want a series win under their belt and thus not take their foot off the pedal.
Hit something, definitely hit something.
The performance of Navdeep Saini and Shardul Thakur will give the team a lot of confidence as the two are serious contenders for a World Cup berth.
Shardul Thakur is just having some fun.
The Indian batsmen didn't have a lot of trouble against the Lankans in Indore, with KL Rahul continuing his superb form and Virat Kohli being at his aggressive best. Shikhar Dhawan's form though still remains a concern and the left-hander will look to make a statement in Pune.
You can signal out. Great review by the Sri Lankans.
For the visitors, it's a do or die, while India will look to kick off the year with yet another series win in the shortest format.
And it's into the third deck.
Sports Bureau, India Today.
17.
The 2019 World Cup defeat was a heartbreak for India, but Hardik Pandya feels although the team was devastated after the semi-final loss, there was a lot to learn. India's star all-rounder who is on the road to recovery is now raring to go for the T20 World Cup later this year. Here's Hardik speaking to Boria Mazumdar as part of India Today's special series Inspiration.
2019, fantastic cricket you all played in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Then that New Zealand game.
Yeah.
You were there, that Skyer.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you deal with that trauma? How difficult was it?
Dude, actually, for a couple of days in the morning when you used to get up, it used to feel like, what just happened? You know, I still remember after the game was on 11th, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. 9th of July.
9th of July. I messaged, actually Virat or someone, me, Kier or someone message each other in a group saying that this does not feel right. I get up in the morning and we all were feeling the same, saying, what just happened? This is not true. You know, it was just there, and how can we? So for us to accept the fact that it was just a lot, you know, but then
that's sport.
That's a sport which we all have learned, and the most difficult part when you are asleep that night. After the game, we had to go back to the hotel and think about it, that what just happened. And as cricketers, no one has to tell us what's happening. We are smart enough to know what mistakes we have done and what better could have done, you know. But that when the biggest trauma was when MS got run out. Otherwise, I don't know. MS, before MS, even I got out, Rishabh got out, Virat, anyone. I just know with that person, we had believed that he has done so many times. He's going to do one more time. If I am 100% sure if the run out would not happen, and that was a miracle throw from Guptill, you know, he didn't even thought that that was the time when we felt
it's over.
It's otherwise we were still confident in saying that we're going to back him, we're going back. But that happened, it just went down.
Comparisons, I mean, you've been compared with the Kapil Dev, perhaps premature. You also said it. You've been compared with, you know, being said Ben Stokes, etc., etc. Do you even think I've got to be the best in the world? Do you think of such comparisons?
No. For me, the most important part that whichever team I play for wins. Hardik Pandya does not carry any burden about his own performance. I don't. It's a very materialistic thing. No, for me, it's no. My team does not win, I get very upset. The comparison. Ben Stokes or Kapil sir or anyone, I don't look at that way. For me, I have to be the best. You know, I have to be best what I can give. You know, I have to give 100%. I have to make sure that my team wins no matter what happens. Even if I score, I've been so happy when I've scored 10 runs and my team has won. Then more than when I've scored 30 runs and we have not won. Yeah, so that's what it is. You know, comparison, I can be happy about it. Someone compares me with Kapil Dev sir or Stokes, anyone. It's their opinion. But for me, I just want to be Hardik, as I've always said, you know, and I want to make sure that, you know, I play good. That's it.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.